Today, we're taking a classic tale about mindset and survival and dropping it straight into the gritty, unforgiving reality of a futuristic megacity. We're talking about the universal source code of human resilience. We're going to see how something as simple as positive thinking can literally be your ultimate survival tool, even when your entire world feels like it's completely crashing down around you. So it brings up this huge question. In a world that seems hardwired for failure, can a single positive thought actually override the system? Like when you're stuck in a dystopian sprawl, dealing with constant system crashes and just crippling credit deficits, is hope just some weird glitch? Or is it an absolutely crucial hack for survival? Let's figure it out. Section 1. Life in the village. Or, well, in our case, the hard reality of the megacity. Picture this place. It's a dark, neon-drenched metropolis. You've got scrappers and market runners constantly battling these failing power grids. The baseline here is rough. We're talking high anxiety, constant hustle, and a whole lot of sadness. But against all that grime, there's an anomaly. While everyone else is just getting crushed by the pressure, there's this one extraordinary old woman who somehow totally defies the misery of the sprawl. She maintains this enduring optimism and peace. Let me introduce you to her. She is the elder of the Neon Banyan Tree. She is widowed, completely alone, silver cyber hair catching the neon light. Yet she's always smiling. It's wild. Her husband passed away cycles ago, she has no kids, and she lives completely on her own. But she never complains. Instead, she just sits under this massive, flickering holographic banyan tree, talks to the locals, and honestly, just broadcasts a totally different frequency. Section 2. Rada's Worry, a Mother's Fear. Enter Rada. She's a young city dweller, and her mental circuitry is practically frying. She comes up to the elder in absolute tears. Her husband had migrated up to the upper tiers, the pristine high security levels, chasing corporate work. But the credits, they never arrived. Her kids are starving, and the isolation is just terrifying her. She's completely paralyzed by these questions. What if he cannot find work? What if he literally forgets about us? She's locked in this really destructive loop. Her mind is basically running simulations of the absolute worst-case scenarios over and over again, and she just can't see a way out. Section 3. The Old Lady's Advice, a New Perspective. Now, the elder doesn't just hand her some temporary credits. Instead, she offers Rada a completely new mental operating system. She tells her, when we run bad thoughts, the system degrades. Good thoughts stabilize the grid. It makes perfect sense, right? Projecting fear is like malware for your brain. But Rada is like, okay, but how do I process good thoughts when my reality is so incredibly dark? Section 4. The Poor Man's Story, Finding Peace. To help her get it, the elder downloads an urban legend right into Rada's mind. It's about this completely destitute scrapper. At 0 hours, this guy is a wreck. He's sitting by a toxic data stream, just weeping because he has absolutely 0 credits. But at the 1 hour mark, he runs into a stranger. And by day 1, there's this massive shift in his focus. Fast forward to 1 week, the guy has actually found peace. And it was all about reprogramming his view. The stranger basically told him to stop obsessing over his deficits. She pointed out the flow of the toxic river. Hey, at least it's flowing, right? The resilience of the synthetic trees standing against the smog, the glow of the neon sun. She essentially taught him to find beauty in the present. Because if you only look at the bugs in the system, you stay trapped. But if you focus on what's actually working, you find peace. We call this a mental override. It's changing your life simply by changing your thinking. No magic, no sudden influx of credits, just pure perspective. The scrapper's life changed because he rewired his focus. The external world didn't magically fix itself. A crate of credits didn't just drop from the sky. But because his mindset was lighter, he could suddenly tackle his problems with a clear, functional brain. Section 5. Rewiring Your Mind, a Positive Start. So how does Rada actually run this code? The elder gives her a daily, actionable, positive boot sequence. Step 1, wake up and literally declare it a good day. Step 2, use that momentum to find the strength to work. Step 3, care for your family with hope for the future, not despair. And Rada actually does it. She leaves the holographic banyan tree feeling so much lighter. She didn't have the credits yet, but she had the protocol. Every single morning, she executes the command. Today will be a good day. She puts her head down, grinds it out, takes care of her kids, and actively hopes for her husband's success instead of dreading his failure.
And guess what? Exactly 3 weeks later, the ultimate validation. A message pings her terminal, and bam, the credits from her husband hit her account. He finally secured that corporate gig in the upper tiers and immediately sent support back down. She was absolutely thrilled.
If you look at the data, the comparison is undeniably clear. Under the old protocol, her focus was pure fear of the worst. The energy level? Weak and sad. The outcome? Complete paralysis. But the new protocol? Hoping for the best gave her the strength to keep working, which led to her actually overcoming her problems. It completely proves that a hopeful heart is the ultimate survival tool. And the ripple effect in the sprawl was just massive. Rada shares her triumphant news, and word spreads like wildfire. Before long, you've got struggling citizens, desperate scrappers, exhausted runners. They're all seeking out the oracle of the Neon Banyan Tree. A brand new, decentralized network of positive thinking literally started spreading through the entire community. The elders' final piece of code is this. When we think positive, we invite good things into our life. Problems will always come, but a hopeful heart overcomes. She wasn't promising the grid would never go down again. She promised that with the right programming, you'd have the strength to reboot and push through it. And that simple idea completely changed that entire sector of the city. So I want to leave you with this final thought. It is so easy to focus on the glitches, the deficits, and all this systemic garbage we deal with. But based on what we just unpacked, in your daily grind through the sprawl, what mental protocol are you running today? Are you defaulting to the crash, or are you executing the override? Think about it.